Happy Fancy Day, first graders. I'm coming to you today to share a fancy nursery rhyme. We studied nursery rhymes a couple weeks ago when we read After the Fall, which went along with Humpty Dumpty. Today I'm going to be sharing a nursery rhyme, but a little bit different version of it. This is called Mary Had a Little Glam. So it's supposed to be like Mary Had a Little Lamb, except it's just a little bit different. You'll also see several other nursery rhyme characters make appearances in this story. But before I read it, I want to emphasize 3 unfamiliar vocab words you might come across. So the first one is accessorize. So to accessorize means to put on things to go with an outfit. So when I was choosing my fancy outfit today, I chose these earrings and this bow to accessorize, to go with, to make my outfit look a little fancier. So that's accessorize. The next vocab word I want to show you or tell you about is whoa. Now a lot of you know whoa as in W-H-O-A, whoa, that's amazing. However, whoa is actually a homophone. Remember when we talked about homophones? A homophone is a word that sounds the same as another word, but they're spelled differently and they mean different things. So this type of woe that I'd like to talk about is W-O-E. And that type of woe is feeling sad, feeling upset, things like that. So woe, W-O-E, and that's the type of woe, to be sad or upset. Last vocab word I'd like to teach is sublime. Sublime is a fancy word for like beautiful, wonderful, sublime. All right, so Mary Had a Little Glam. Written by Tammy Sauer, illustrated by Vanessa Brantley Newton. Mary had a little glam that grew into a lot, and everywhere that Mary went, she wasn't hard to spot. So look, there's all these people. And look, there's Mary. She's got a scarf, her bags, her cool pants. And her cat saying meow. And look, she's trying to put on her bedroom, her window curtain. But on the day she started school, she caught some by surprise. Sweet Mary shrugged and hugged her mom. I must accessorize. So look, she's putting on all of her fancy stuff to go with her first day of school outfit. Then Mary click-clacked down the block in frilly formal wear, and by the time she got to school, she added extra flair. So she's walking down the road. And her school name is Mother Goose Elementary. So Mother Goose, like Mother Goose nursery rhymes. When Mary took a look around, her heart was filled with woe. So sadness, she's surprised, sad. The other kids in class with her were glamless from head to toe. So glamless being not fancy, not full of glam. And I'm looking at the other kids at her school, and the sign over here says that the classroom messenger is Little Boy Blue. That's a familiar nursery rhyme we learned about. Snack helper is Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy, pudding pie. And the sheep keeper is Little Bo Peep. So you can kind of recognize some of these nursery rhyme characters. So Mary offered fashion tips, more pink, more beads, more shine. A hat for him and trim for her. Go boa, it's divine. And so she's got all of this gear with her, and she's getting people to try different things on. Soon Mary brought out glitz and glam in everyone she met. The students, teacher, principal, and Clark, the classroom pet. So there's the teacher now, looks a little fancier. And all the other kids in class are starting to look fancy as well. Now story time had gowns and crowns and mounds of striped chiffon. Chiffon's just like a type of fabric. The art class came with glitter glue and trips to the salon. They're getting their hair done. Then Mary amped up music class with pomp and circumstance. At checkout time, she was sublime, left not a thing to chance. The morning flew, and soon it was the best part of the day. It's recess time, the teacher said, and Mary led the way. So look, all these kids have changed. They're a little fancier. They all have big smiles on their face. And look, Mary's in front leading the way. But all came to a sudden stop. Each kid surveyed the scene. We're clearly dressed all wrong for this, boo-hooed the 17. Poor Mary twirled her parasol. This crisis was a 10. She'd never figured out a plan. All was lost. And then, so look, they're all crying because let's look at the playground. There's mud, there's puddles, grass. I wonder what her plan's going to be. She tossed her shades and silk-lined cape, her scarf and strappy shoes, and Mary's friends were just as fast. There was no time to lose. The class raced for the jungle gym, the spiral slide and swings. Then Mary grinned and grabbed a ball, among some other things. So look, all the nursery rhyme characters are taking their fancy gear off and playing on the playground. Now, Mary's flair for what to wear is better than before. True glamour often calls for lots, but sometimes less is more. Her and her friends had such a good time, and look at her now. She's not totally glam, but she looks like she had an absolute blast. So what's kind of fun about the story is that you can kind of go back through and reread and look at the pictures. And like I said, kind of pinpoint who the characters are from your familiar nursery rhymes. There were a lot of very cool words, descriptive words, adjectives, other things, like it's divine that the author and illustrator chose to make in bold print, so that's kind of nice. But I just thought that was kind of a silly book, and I really wanted to share that with you today on Fancy Day. And I can't wait to see all of your fancy pictures and how you're all celebrating Fancy Day. And I miss you all. I will see you soon, and have a good one.